Hello again. I guess this is take two of my video submission. My name is Timothy Cummings, and this is my video submission for Copland in Mexico. We just heard the hoedown from Aaron Copland's popular 1942 ballet Rodeo, a bright swath of Americana with dancing cowboys and cowgirls. Like so many creative artists in the 1930s and 40s, decades of Depression and World War, Copland became a populist, intent upon reaching the largest possible audience and committed to social and political change. It was for this new audience that he composed such vibrant, tuneful scores as Rodeo, Billy the Kid, and Appalachian Spring. This search for a new audience was specifically inspired by a trip south of the border. Copland and Mexico is the topic of tonight's concert, which uses Copland's discovery of Mexico as a starting point for discovering the master Mexican composer Silvestre Revueltas. In the 1930s, Aaron Copland urged his colleagues to reconsider their creative mission. It seemed to me that composers were in danger of working in a vacuum. Moreover, an entirely new public for music had grown up around the radio and phonograph. It made no sense to ignore them and to continue writing as though they did not exist. I felt it was worth the effort to see if I couldn't say what I had to say in the simplest possible terms. Copland's 1932 trip to Mexico had been crucial. He discovered a country in which music was a vibrant part of daily life, and in which composers were a vibrant part of Mexican national identity. Of those composers, Silvestre Revueltas was born in 1899 in a village of some 3,000 souls. Era muy pequeño, 3 años me cuenta él, cuando por primera vez oí música. Era una orquestita de pueblo que tocaba la serenata en la plaza. Yo estuve de pie escuchando largo tiempo y seguramente con una atención desmedida, pues muy cuida bisco. El bisco estuve por 3 o 4 días. Y ahora, desgracia mía, ya no me acuerdo bisco ante los músicos. De niño, también de hombre, prefiero siempre dar tamborazos en una tina de baño y sonar cuentos, que es algo útil. He tenido muchos maestros. Los mejores no tenían títulos y sabían más que los otros. De ahí que siempre he tenido muy poca veneración por los títulos. Y ahora, después de muchos años, sigo estudiando, sigo teniendo maestros, escribo música, sueño con remotos países y a veces doy tamborazos en tinas de baño. Another thing Revueltas heard in his village were the typical street cries of vendors. Revueltas incorporates those very street cries into an explosive little piece called Son. They sound like this. Now we'll put that all together for Son. We'll be switching between Revueltas and Aaron Copland by way of exploring this populist style of 30s and 40s as it played out in Mexico and the United States.